Welcome to the Pick and Roll with a show, everybody. We got a special one for you guys today. It's a tag team episode, and let me welcome in Iman. Hello, Iman. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Say hello to everybody here.
Hello, people of the world. This is an exciting episode. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, we got a special tag team show where we're going to bring on two guests who are going to be our tag team partners to help debate a topic. So our first guest is Dishes and Dimes' very own, as well as Mrs. Neon Playbook herself,
And
Yasmin.
her work on basketball news as well, Yasmin.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Whoever's my partner today is going to be doing so much heavy lifting.
And our second guest is Yahoo Sports' own NBA correspondent, William Liu. You may know him as Big Head Twitter.
I can't believe you didn't mention that Zach Lowe once called him the great.
Oh, come on.
Will Liu. That's how we have to introduce you at all times.
That was so many years ago. But yeah, I appreciate Zach for doing that. It's still on my resume, technically, that I have not used in 2 years because I cover the Raptors now. So.
It doesn't expire.
So, Iman, why don't you let them know how we're going to do the show and how we're going to get this started?
Okay, so for those of you guys who are new to our show, how it works, it's an NBA debate show. But there's a little bit of a twist. We'll be debating 5 topics. We've got 5 rounds, but we won't know which side we're debating until we roll the dice. The dice will let us know which side we're debating. Because we have teams today, we're going to be going 2 versus 2 on each of the topics, and I'm excited for it. I think I explained that well. I don't know why he threw it to me to explain. I'm not good. I just talk a lot. So I feel like...
So basically, as we do every topic, the dice is going to tell us which side of the topic each team has to argue for. And then what we're going to do is instead of a minute, each team's going to have a minute 30 to make their case, and then 30 seconds to rebut. What we're going to do to get started with the chat, give us a letter, any letter. And what we're going to do is we're going to take turns. We got 45 seconds on the clock. Each of us is going to name a player whose name starts with that letter. Active
Current
NBA player.
Only.
Current players only. And whoever it lands on loses. And they'll have to end up going first.
Actually, we got to figure out who
is on whose team. Yeah. So while you guys tell us letters that we can pick from, we'll figure out who's going to be whose teammate. So Iman lost last week. As you can see, I'm 2-1 because superior. Anyways, Iman, you can go ahead. That's not true. Iman, you can go ahead and roll. We'll make Yasmin odd numbers and we'll make Will even. So whichever it lands on is your teammate. You ready for it?
Let's go.
Let's get it. Odd. So it's going to be Dishes and Dimes versus the Slander Pod. Let's go. Did not fix that. This is a dice. We didn't fix it. But all right, Brandon. All right, so we've got one letter in. It's L. So we're going to go with L, I guess, because nobody else decided to put it in. So I'm going to put 45 seconds on the clock.
Oh, God.
And we will get this started. So we will start. Yep.
What's the order? What's
the order? Well, you won, so you can go first.
Okay, so then so then it goes me, Will, Yasmin, Usad. That's how the order should be done. Okay.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Lonnie Walker.
Kyle Lowry. Or is it going this way?
Is it first or last name?
It's just going clockwise. It's going cloockwise. Yeah, Will, it's you.
Okay.
Will, it's on
you. Damian Lillard.
Damn it.
Lorenzo Brown.
Lorenzo Brown. He's not in the league.
Oh my goodness! Already?
LaMarcus Aldridge is in the league. LaMarcus Aldridge.
There we go.
Oh, 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Come on.
6. It's an L.
Larry Hughes. I don't know.
Larry Hughes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm trying to think of a Larry. I was like, Larry O'Brien? No, that's not a player. That's Trevor.
The Lopez twins.
You're telling me LeVar Ball didn't have enough sons? Come on, man.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You guys threw me off because you guys said last names. In my head, I was like, last names? This is a new twist because I don't even think about that. Okay, well, sorry, Yasmin. We're going first. That was so bad.
All right. So for our first topic, we will be discussing you're going to be arguing the East is the superior conference. So we're going to roll. So odd will mean that your team's arguing for it. Even means that you have to argue against it. So the Western Conference is better. So let's roll. See what you have to argue.
Wait, say that again? Sorry, it cut out for me for a bit.
So even. So even means you guys are going to go against it.
We think the West is best. They think East is best. We got to start with our argument for why the Western Conference is the Bestern Conference.
All right. Minute 30 on the clock. Iman, you can start. Yasmin, you can jump in whenever. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1.
The West is the deeper conference. There is always a race for the 8th seed. The Wizards had to unfortunately make the bubble. That's how terrible the Eastern Conference is. Okay, the West had the Phoenix Suns win 8 straight games in the bubble. That was their 9 seed. That was a team that didn't make the playoffs. The East didn't have anybody that did that. And the Suns couldn't even make the playoffs there. The Western Conference is clearly the superior team. The champs also came out of the West. Yasmin, you can jump in at any moment here.
The fact that they have LeBron James, like, simply enough, like, and if you think about it, the Warriors were injured. They weren't even included in the fact that they have so many contenders in that conference.
And think about the All-Star game. How many All-Stars come out West? Mike Conley, never been an All-Star. Why? Because he's in the Western Conference. DeMar DeRozan was a perennial All-Star in the Eastern Conference. Didn't make the All-Stars as soon as he went to the Western Conference. The West is deep not only with player talent, they're deep with team talent as well.
And countless superstars in that conference. Like, the only reason why it's even a question is because Giannis is suddenly amazing and Kevin Durant moved east. But other than that, like, all the superstars are concentrated here in the Western Conference. I'm already invested. Minute 30.
Alrighty. I'm ready to go. All right, I'm gonna get right into it. Will, you can jump in whenever. All right, let's start. Just because the West has more hoop mixtape players does not mean that they're the better conference. There is not a single team in the West that does not have like a significant flaw. They're all matchup dependent. Just because you have an entire conference of mediocre teams doesn't mean that it's the better conference. All the best defenses are in the East. Literally no team in the West plays defense. Every year, the team that comes out of the West is the team that plays defense. While the East, it's like literally you could be contender and be out in the first round next year. You got the Nets, you got the Heat, you got the Raptors, you got the Sixers with Doc Rivers. Come on now, that's talent, baby. You got the Bucks, you got the Celtics. Jason Tatum is only 21 years old and he's in the East alongside a cast of stars. And you're talking about 39-year-old LeBron James. What are we even arguing about here? Not to mention Steve Nash coaching. Like, you've got coaching talent there. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kyle Lowry plays in the Eastern Conference, has played in the Eastern Conference for the last, 7 years now? So pretty sure that right there wins the argument, Kyle Lowry. But no, you have the 2-time MVP in Giannis. You have the multiple-time scoring champion Kevin Durant, who actually has Finals MVP titles, unlike Steph Curry, the fraud. And who else do you have? Kyrie Irving, another guy who has hit big shots like Steph Curry has not. Bailed LeBron out. Otherwise, LeBron will be list 2 and 8. I forget how many champions he's won.
The East is so difficult. Kawhi Leonard left a champion to go West.
Facts. That's right.
Oh God.
First of all, your time was over. But are you hitting start?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot you guys had a rebuttal. We destroyed you so well. I didn't think you guys had a rebuttal.
Okay, time out, because you said the West is all matchup dependent. The Miami Heat made it to the finals in the Eastern Conference. You're telling me that that's not a matchup dependent conference as well? Is that what we're really going to say?
And not only that, you were talking about hoop mixtape, guys. Like, wait until you see next year's Brooklyn Nets. That's a hoop mixtape for 48 minutes straight. Like, you don't have basketball, you have artists on that side of the conference.
Artists.
All right, you guys, let's go.
You got a rebuttal?
No, I don't actually.
Look, all I could say is that the East is clearly the better conference because the last real champion came out of the East. The West needed a fake bubble bowl. Like, they needed the episode from SpongeBob just to win. Like they are literally the Squidward SquarePants of the freaking thing, man. There's not happening.
LeBron just had to beat Jimmy Neutron. Okay, like come on, man. That's not a real title.
Squidward.
Wait, was that an argument for or against the?
Yeah, I feel like we won that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Kyle Lowry plays in the East. Kyle Lowry plays in the East. That's it. That's all I had to say on this topic.
Will was just like doing Mad Libs the entire. No, ad libs, Mad Libs. What am I? He was just like, yo, yeah.
All right, so chat, let us know who won that topic. We'll have polls after the fact as well. But while you guys are deciding who won that topic, we will go over to topic 2. Our topic 2 is: which Van Gundy would you rather have dinner with?
Oh man,
Stan or Jeff? So it's our turn to roll the dice. So I guess odd is Stan and even is Jeff.
Yep.
Let's figure it out. Jeff.
Okay, Jeff.
All right. Well,
Jeff Van Gundy. All right. Well, I'll let you start this one. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Listen, my favorite player of all time, Yao Ming, coached famously by Jeff Van Gundy. Look, I think Jeff has better stories. Let's be real, okay? You could tell about him in that fight with the Knicks holding onto people's legs, and he'd be talking the whole time. Listen, when you're at a dinner with a stranger, the worst thing is when it's like real quiet, one of those quiet first dates. With Jeff, you don't even have to say anything, man. I mean, I've talked on a podcast all day. Jeff is just a motor mouth. He's going to talk nonstop. He's been complaining about referees, and I love complaining about referees. He's also got a bald head, which is good because that means no hair is going to fall in my food.
That's a good point. And talking about that, I'm going to dinner. I want to try out different things on the menu. I don't have to worry about the other person eating just as much as me, right? Stan looks this is my order guy. I got to eat this. I'm not going to get anything off Stan's plate. Jeff's plate, I can get something off Jeff's plate. Seems like it. Stan, he's building a fucking wall across that table. He's putting up the salt shaker. Like, don't you dare cross here. These are my fries. I want to be with someone who shares their fries. Jeff Van Gundy definitely shares his fries. Look at how he's stuck up for Alonzo Mourning.
He's a communal eater, which
French fry legs.
Very important for Asian people.
Also,
all Eastern cultures.
Also, I don't want to have to fight anybody for a Diet Coke. Stan's ripping through the supply.
Assad needs all the Diet Cokes for himself, right?
So definitely Jeff Van Gundy is the better dinner guest.
All right, Yaz, you can start.
Okay, they're finished lying. Okay.
I know Assad wanted to talk about Diet Cokes.
First of all, today alone, we find out that Stan Van Gundy is going to be the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans. The future of the NBA is literally in his hands with Zion, the chosen one. His name is biblical, for Christ's sake. Not only that, but he has like major cool dad energy to top it off. Like if you've ever seen his tweets go viral, they're
tweet go viral. Could even tweet? We don't know about that. Also, politically, we know that he's aligned with us. We know, and you know what? You said he doesn't share. He seems like a socialist. I feel like he would share. I feel like he would share everything. Also, I don't appreciate it. So we know that Stan. Also, who would you much rather listen to talk? Yes, Jeff Van Gundy talks a lot, but like we all prefer listening to Stan, and Stan talks just as much as Jeff does. But it's enjoyable to listen to. You never get upset. You would never get annoyed. He can go on forever. He'll tell us the White stories. He'll tell us Zion stories. He's got the future of the NBA. He'll tell us about LeVar Ball. You want to know about LeVar Ball? You mentioned him. He's coaching his son now. I'm sure we'll get lots of LeVar Ball stories. Stan Van Gundy is clearly the man. Politically, we know he is. He's hip with it. He tweets.
Oh my God, his commentating. He's the superior commentator.
That's what I'm saying. You would much rather listen to him.
All right, time's up. Let's rebuttal this. This is going to be real quick. All right. Yes, Stan is the better commentator, but I'm at dinner. I don't want to talk about X's and O's at dinner. I want to talk about Rihanna. You know who will talk about Rihanna? Stan Van Gundy. You know what else? Stan Van Gundy, he's on Twitter. He's going to be tweeting through the whole meal. I want someone I can interact with. Jeff Van Gundy, he's going to put the focus on you. He's going to complain about old people things. That is what I want in a dinner guest. I don't even need Will to argue this. I've already rebutted this.
Yo, in the words of Kevin Durant, who the fuck wants to look at a spreadsheet? And in this case, all right, going to dinner with Stan Van Gundy, he's just gonna be reciting lines from the Communist Manifesto. Please, I've already read it. It's only 20 pages. All right, we're all good. I don't need to hear that again. All right, I'm not in first year poli sci. No, but let's be real, okay? Stan Van Gundy, we all know he's aggressively a Biden stan. Like, come on, in this economy, we're gonna be a Biden stan. I get it. We gotta vote blue because it's better than red. But damn, I mean, who knows? Maybe Jeff is actually secretly, communist. This is just what I'm putting out there.
What's happening?
I go.
First of all, none of that counted, just so anybody knows, because Will went way over time.
All right.
I'm kidding. But why do we even, Stan Van Gundy is who we all would prefer to sit in front of a TV and listen to. Stan Van Gundy is a coach in today's NBA because people want to be around him. No one's hiring Jeff Van Gundy right now.
But the Rockets are still there.
I think that's enough. We went for 30 seconds, and that was great. And everybody knows Stan Van Gundy is the man. He's tweeting. He's hip with it. You know what? He'll get you more clout. He'll retweet you. Now you got all his fans following you. It's great.
All right, we'll just ask the chat. Topic 2, who won? All right, topic 1. Oh, my God. Apparently, we lost topic 1.
Unfortunately.
The ladies, thank you. These playoffs was more fun.
Thank you, Swift.
Exactly. Why did we say that, Assad?
You guys completely went past that. You were like mixtape players and Kyle Lowry.
No, I just want to put in there that Stan Van Gundy and Jeff Van Gundy are the real life version of Mario and Luigi. Why are they shaped that way? And we all know Luigi's better than Mario, so.
Oh, it's nice and easy. All right, so while the chat votes for who won, we'll roll for our third topic. Our third topic is going to be Masai is a better exec than Pat Riley. Wow. Matt Riley, that guy, Good old Kevin Bjorkgren.
Yeah, I was going to say the Kevin Bjorkgren.
Kevin Bjorkgren.
That's unfortunate.
All right, so if it's even, you guys get to argue that Masai is over Pat. If it's odd,
no, sorry, the other way. Masai over Pat. Even is Pat over Masai.
Okay,
so we want odd, or we want even. I don't know. We want even.
So you guys are arguing that Pat Riley is a better exec than Masai.
Oh God!
All right,
you start or should I?
Yasmin starts this one, I think. Okay. Minute 30 on the clock. Go for it.
The fact of the matter is, Pat Riley has what? How many championships does he have? He can literally put a ring on every finger, can he? And not only that, but he's proven that he can draw superstar free agents to his city. That's something Masai Ujiri has yet to prove. He had a dynasty with the Heatles. He cultivated a crew of misfits who went deep in the playoffs this season. They were inspirational. If only the Raptors could replicate that passion and that that drive. He finds undrafted players. He grooms them to be starters, to be huge contributors to the postseason. We need to see more of that from Masai Ujiri before he can even really, come close to Pat Riley.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. Also, who has the better head of hair? Let's be honest with ourselves. What? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Slick back.
But here, you said it there. Championships matter. Rings matter. Legacy matters. Being able to attract superstars matters. And that's all stuff that Pat Riley has done that Masai Ujiri has yet to do. Superstars leave Masai Ujiri. Kyle Lowry wanted to leave Masai Ujiri, but nobody wanted Kyle. That's the only reason why they stayed together.
All right, we're gonna clip that part about Iman and Kyle Lowry.
That hurt. That really hurt.
Oh, everywhere. All right, this is gonna be super easy. Let's just get into it.
I hated it.
That was awful.
Pat Riley's better than Masai Ujiri. Okay, relax. Okay, this is just straight up, mediocre white men getting a pass. He's in Miami. Of course he's going to get superstars. Give Masai Ujiri Miami, and he'd have the entire Western Conference All-Stars as his lineup. Let's just put it 1 point. LeBron James was leaving Miami, was ready to leave Miami, and Pat Riley desperately still drafted Shabazz Napier. Just because LeBron went, wow, I like Shabazz as a tweet. Masai Ujiri, Kawhi was ready to leave. He knew it. He could tell. And Kawhi's like, oh, maybe you should trade your young guys for Paul George and Russell Westbrook. So I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you. I'm signing Stanley Johnson, who hit a game winner. Listen,
Masai, go ahead.
He's clearly better. Look, he's a better man. First off, Pat Riley, that hair, I'm not convinced is real. All right, you said he has better hair. I feel like that's racism. First off, all right. Second of all, I'm convinced he's wearing a hair. He's wearing a hairpiece. There's no way a 70-plus-year-old man still has that hair on him. All right. Second of all, no, Masai's just a better human being overall. I mean, just look at what Masai's doing. Masai has charities. Masai's trying to make basketball. That's part of rooting for a fandom is that he has a program and then he identifies talent, he brings them in. Listen, what Assad said, man. Look, the Miami Heat are white privilege. That's it.
All right, put a minute on the clock. Rebuttal.
Does longevity not matter anymore? We talk about Pat Riley's age. The fact that he's still doing it at this year with a team that made the finals, mind you, proves that he just has a better track record. Masai Ujiri hasn't been doing this for that long. He came in and inherited Kyle Lowry, might I add, not his guy, a guy he inherited, who
Michelangelo, right?
who has been the reason this team has been so successful.
Take the full minute.
And also, I can't ignore the fact that he had Dwayne Casey on this roster for as long as he did. Masai Ujiri just didn't move anything. He just kept the team that Brian Colangelo had. And
promoted Eric Spoelstra, who was like a video guy.
Exactly.
Like what?
Exactly my point.
Nick Nurse was sitting on that bench for how long? 5 years?
Masai Ujiri just couldn't see what was in front of him. Pat Riley recognized talent initially, right away.
This is so
Pat Riley's so good at recognizing talent, like the way that he got undrafted Kendrick Nunn, right?
Oh,
like,
man.
What a comeback story. While you got Masai Ujiri just getting like, what undrafted guys has Masai Ujiri gotten? Oh, wait a minute. The starting point guard, Fred VanVleet. The backup shooting guard, Terrence Davis. Backup shooting guard, Matt Thomas. Like, you're just talking about constantly drafting under 20. There's no top picks on this team other than Stanley Johnson. And even he hit a game winner, like Will said. It's that easy. What has Pat Riley done other than blow draft picks on like dudes that look like him? Or
or Jimmy Neutron,
or give contracts, like give big bloated contracts.
He gave a max contract to Hassan Whiteside. Period.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
Listen, outside of the big three,
we were so close to no one.
The Miami
Heat.
I know.
Outside of the big three, the Miami Heat have not even won 50 games in a regular season. Okay, Masai, come on, man. He averages 53.
Okay, time out. You guys said I was just looking it up. I was like Shabazz Napier, but who did Masai draft that year? Bruno Caboclo. Okay,
I'd rather have Bruno. I'd rather have Bruno, bro.
God.
I'd rather have Bruno. Where's Shabazz? He's not in the NBA, is he?
Topic 3.
Probably in Minnesota. I feel like anyone that I don't know is in Minnesota. Maybe I'm.
Is he on the net?
Shabazz Muhammad.
Shout out Shabazz Muhammad, man. That guy was big horny.
Getting kicked out of the rookie camp.
Yo, come on, man.
It's like, 2 days. We're gonna teach you guys how to use your money. Don't worry, we got this set.
That was the original Daniel House.
Or Daniel.
Oh my god.
They really destroyed that man's family on a hunch.
They were right.
Oh shit.
Oh man. All right, guys, tell us who won in the chat. The last topic. Wow, you guys won. Stan Van Gundy won over Jeff. Yo, this chat is rigged. We'll figure out the polls after the fact. Right. Clearly, we've got a lot of D&D supporters.
We're not going to win the Masai Ujiri over.
Yeah. So, just to remind you, we were arguing for Masai Ujiri. While Iman said that Masai Ujiri doesn't even get credit for keeping Kyle Lowry because apparently that's not a him move.
Listen,
just say that Iman said
Masai
Ujiri is a fraud and that the Raptors don't need him.
I mean,
quote that.
I didn't say the Raptors don't need him. I just said,
Thank you. Masai greater than. Too much hoops. Let's go.
Let's go.
Brad coming in clutch.
He knows.
I don't like myself right now.
Pat freaking Riley, man.
Pat Riley.
He's so glamorous.
Man, he won his rings when it was only like 730p and 3G networks, man. Like, get out of here. Masai won in the 4K era, all right? with
He literally
He made
goes
the
to
finals.
games with like his hair slicked back in like a silk robe. Like, how can you not love him?
Bro, like, why are we?
so does
Why are you guys
Joseph
hyping
Pasharo,
up?
man.
Why are
Like,
you guys
come on.
hyping up American Leo Routins? Like, what's the point?
Oh, damn. have we seen Pat Riley's feet yet or no?
I love how. Okay, let's go to.
We should get to the next topic. Yeah. Okay, the fourth topic. Actually, this is gonna be the biggest fight yet. Topic 4: Coffee Crisp is better than Kit Kat. All right, so Coffee Crisp is odd. Kit Kat is even. Let's see what Will has to argue. Even. Oh, damn, we got Kit Kat, Will. I mean,
All right.
yeah, we got Kit Kat, Will.
Listen.
Let's go. Minute 30 on the clock, Will. Get to it.
All right, Halloween is canceled this year, right? But if Halloween was not canceled and you were a child and you were wearing a squirter outfit that your parents bought you from Walmart for $25 and you're going from house to house, what do you want in your little bucket? Do you want a coffee crisp? That's a snack for adults, all right? That's a snack. If you're eating a coffee crisp, I'm staying up all night as a 6-year-old. I want a Kit Kat. You know what Kit Kat does? It promotes friendship. You break the bars, you share with friends, you get friends from eating a Kit Kat. No one gets friends off a coffee crisp, man. You're like grinding away at your cubicle on a Zoom call and you're eating a coffee crisp to like substitute for drinking a coffee. No one wants that. I'd rather have a coffee. And
Also, it doesn't even have caffeine. Coffee Crisp is a fraud.
There you go.
Non-caffeinated product that just
There you
tastes
go.
like coffee.
As you
It's
know,
a
Kit
fake.
Kats have actual cats in them, and it is accurate.
Kids and cats, bro. But here's the bigger thing: Coffee Crisp is not for people who enjoy candy. People who enjoy candy don't have good teeth. Try biting into a Coffee Crisp with
Yeah,
bad
it's nasty,
teeth.
man.
Not gonna happen. A Kit Kat,
Yeah.
you can break that off. It's got leverage. You can use the top of your mouth to break it off in a little piece and just swallow it. No teeth required, baby. That's
Yep.
why you want a Kit Kat. Coffee Crisp, give me a break.
Wow.
All right, you
What
guys
did-
ready to go?
No, because what was that? Okay, you want to start?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Okay.
2, 1.
Okay, first of all, grow up. Coffee Crisp is the superior chocolate. It has a depth of flavor. Like, what is a Kit Kat? Like a plain wafer dipped in like some sort of
That's what I'm
artificial
saying.
milk
Look at-
chocolate.
Those
That's
Like,
what Coffee Crisp
there are
is.
notes.
Those cookies
There are
look
notes
better.
to Coffee Crisp.
No.
Exactly that. And also, I don't want to share my chocolate. If I have a chocolate, I don't want to break it off and give you one. If you
Y'all
ask
are
me for
sharing
Coffee
Halloween
Crisp,
candy?
I've already taken a bite. You don't want that now. It's got my germs. See, better chocolate already because you don't have to share it with people. And also, like you said,
Raw biting.
what is?
Kat.
What?
No, I said if I have a copy, whatever. I'm gonna let that go. So if cookies, that's what Kit Kat is. It's literally just wafer cookies. Just have that instead.
Like
Why are you
cardboard.
wasting
Cardboard dipped in chocolate. How would you tell the difference?
it? Exactly that. Whereas Coffee Crisp, you need a more sophisticated palate. Also, it doesn't have caffeine. Also, everybody loves a Coffee Crisp. Coffee Crisp tastes different. It's got there's something unique to a Coffee Crisp. You can't really find that flavor anywhere else besides having that chocolate. Kit Kat is so basic. I mean, like, what are we doing here? Kit Kat tastes like anything. You know how many off-brand Kit Kat versions there are? There's so many because it's so basic to do. You get a cookie, you dip it in some basic-ass chocolate, and that's
And then bam,
that.
Cat Kit.
Cat Kit, exactly. You can't do that with Coffee Crisp. It's unique.
Okay, first of all, if anything, that just shows like how great Kit Kat is. That everyone's trying to imitate the greatest. It's setting the standard. Okay,
Imitation's the sincerest form of flattery. Go
Kit
on.
Kat is clearly like the 2006 Phoenix Suns out here. Everyone's trying to imitate. All
True.
right, and also like, yo, okay, Coffee Crisp is so great, eh? Why can't you get it anywhere else in the world? Kit Kat worldwide. Coffee Crisp is a niche.
Facts.
It's local. It's
Facts.
never gone global. Mr. Worldwide Kit Kat. All right, Dale.
Have you? Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever seen an adult person go into a convenience store and come out with just a Coffee Crisp? That has never happened. Okay, people actually consume Kit Kats in real life. And you know what's great about Kit Kat is, look, you're not gonna sit down and eat a whole candy bar. Okay, get over yourself. You are a child. Don't do that. Okay, so what you could do with the Kit Kat is you could eat the 2/5 of the Kit Kat, then you roll it up and you put it back in your pocket. You can have it later on. Can't do that with Coffee Crisp.
Okay.
It's dusting everywhere, you know.
Go.
First of all, when has exclusivity ever been a bad thing? Just because it's only exclusive in Canada means that it's not as good? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, Kit Kat can be found everywhere because it's basic, and basic people like basic things. Also, imitation is a sincere form of flattery, but also when something is too good, you don't want to ever attempt it. You don't want to try it because you know you're going to fail miserably, which is why no one has attempted the Coffee Crisp, because it's so unique, it's so great. No one's trying to be LeBron James on the basketball court because they know they're going to fail. You don't try to be the GOAT because you're not good enough. Yasmin, if there's anything you would like to add.
Kit Kat, it's low brow. That's why everyone wants it. Coffee Crisp is high brow. It's exclusive.
It's not highbrow, it's unibrow. God damn it.
The only good that you guys have about Kit Kat is that you can share it or save it for later.
Guess what? Right now, if we had a Kit Kat, all of us could eat. If we had a Coffee Crisp, only one of us could eat.
Yeah, so what are we doing, man? Yeah.
Is that for or against?
That sounds like a.
Let the chat decide. Topic 4. Who won? All right, people vote for topic 4. Let us know who won. Topic 3. Wow. Called a howler. Iman swayed me with her "I don't want to share" argument. Wow. Too much hoops is
wow. Okay,
libertarian.
Too much hoops. A confirmed
chocolate.
Entire candy bar eater.
Too much hoops. Ron Paul stand. ISO basketball only from Too Much Hoops right here.
I wonder if Brad eats his. Does Brad eat his Kit Kat like just all 4 pieces, one bite?
Yo, Iman, that's wild.
Who was doing that?
Like, I don't want to share chocolate someone's bitten into. Like, how do you eat a Kit Kat? It's like just raw biting.
Like a carrot? Like, yo, what are you doing?
That should be part, like, people who actually eat Kit Kat like that, it should be like a trait on the psychopath checklist.
Definitely. That's the caliper test that Bargnani passed.
Both sides make good points.
Not good enough. Choose.
Pick a side, Petty.
You're a psychopath, man. You ate the whole candy bar in one sitting. Like, yo, what? Do you not have meals? Like,
I'm joking, Brad.
Coffee Crisp is for the kids that grew up biting the really big pencils.
Yo,
like you grade 1 pencils, the red ones.
You grew up too young if you had Coffee Crisp as your first candy, man.
Oh man. Alrighty, let's go to our last topic to end the show. And this one's great. Unfortunately, he's not here with us in the chat live to take this on. But topic 5: would you rather fight 1 Shaq-sized Sidra or 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs?
I just want to be on record. I didn't come up with this question. This is all him. I just want to
for reference, in case you guys don't know, Sidra's about 4'10" on a good day.
Sidra's
No ACLs.
5'2"
No
5'2".
ACLs. Literally no ACLs in either.
Why is she DeJuan Blair?
She tore 2 ACLs. That is correct.
3 actually.
3.
Tore 1 twice. That's what we're dealing with here.
How does that happen?
Yo, seriously, what's going on, man?
Well, she likes to fight. She tore 1 while in crutches and fighting. Anyways, 1 Shaq-sized Sidra or 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs. Who would you rather fight? So I think it's up to who rolled last. I think it's Iman's turn now.
Yep.
So I guess if it's odd, you have to go for 1 Shaq-sized Sidra. And if it's even, you go for 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs.
This is so crazy.
1 Shaq-sized Sidra is who you would rather fight, Iman. 1:30 on the clock.
That's so deeply terrifying.
2, 1, start.
You begin. I can't even. Like, Sidra size would be terrifying. Okay, Sidra as a 7-footer would be the most terrifying.
1 Shaq-sized Sidra. So that would be a 7 to like over 300-pound Sidra.
Yep.
Jesus.
That would be
okay, first of all, I would rather fight Shaq-sized Sidra because I would probably be able to outrun her. I am 5'4", so I would have agility on my side. I feel like I could probably get her off balance, like cause her to trip, because Shaq took like 5 minutes to fall, so maybe I could buy some time when that happens. Iman, feel free to jump in.
I mean, you said everything right there. Sidra has lost a bunch of ACLs. She's a little bit slow. Of course, I would rather face a giant Sidra. For one, she's not going to be able to move. Would she have been... Do we believe that she's been 7'2" her entire life? Or is this just like Sidra hitting a growth spurt for the purposes of this fight? Either way, I feel like she wouldn't be very coordinated. She's torn 3 ACLs, which lets me know that she's not very coordinated as is. This might be real gross. This is such a stupid topic.
All right, we'll start. All right, this is way easier than you guys are making. 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs. Like, Shaq was great because he was so imposing. Imagine if he was 4'10". I got 2 hands. He's got a bald head. I just go plop. What is he gonna do to me? Wingspan, baby. I'm a hold them both out like this. They can't fight me. Fight's over. It's done. That's all I have to say. Will, you got a topic on this?
I mean, not really, but listen, we're focusing on the Sidra part, but we're not focusing on the fact that you got to fight 2 small Shaqs. Listen, Shaq wasn't even that dominant of a scorer in crunch time when he was 7'3". You're just gonna intentionally foul these little boys. Like, it would be fine, man. I mean, what else? Shaq's probably, he's probably got all those sponsorships. Halfway through, he's probably gonna be drinking Shaq soda. And again, that does not seem very healthy. I feel like if you ran around a little bit, he might have like a little bit of a heart attack. Again, we're talking about Shaqs here. 2 small Shaqs. He's losing his greatest asset. He's going to be rapping halfway through.
Yeah. We take away his icy hot. What's he going to do? Like,
exactly. That's all you have to do.
All he's going to do is pitch me general insurance. He's
going to be the size of the general insurance. We could take 2 of those, no problem. All right. Aside is 6'4". I'm 6'2".
We won't even have to fight. We won't even have to fight a Sidra-sized Shaq because Underdog would come in first and beat the hell out on him. Okay, you guys can rebut.
Shaq is a professional athlete. Shaq is a strong guy. Shaq has been bodied constantly. He got fouled every single time. Every single possession he had the ball, he was getting hacked a ton. He's taken a lot of hits and he doesn't back down. You almost don't even he just absorbs these blows. So you guys can keep trying at him. He's gonna absorb the blows. Whereas, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how many fights Sidra's been in. I just feel like Sidra probably hasn't been in that many fights, so it would probably be easy to get her. I'm so sorry, Sidra. But I feel like she hasn't been in a lot of fights. She hasn't jumped in at any point. She's got no ACLs. So can you imagine an injured Shaquille O'Neal, like, at that size? Also, I podcasted with Sidra. She's got this massager that she straps her arms into, so you know that she's injured despite at her small stature right now. So I just feel like it'd be easy.
Okay, first of all, look at Sidra in the comments right now. You say she doesn't fight a lot? She's ready to fight you right now. Right?
How do you think those ACLs went, man? Come on.
Yeah. Imagine how this aggressive person with a Napoleon complex now gets to be 7'3" and you have to fight them? No, thank you. I am taking 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs any day. Yeah. Shaq's a big dude. He grew up docile. He had to learn not to hurt people because then it would be a bad outcome for him. Big guys have to be gentle giants. Shaq, at his heart, gentle giant, really kind soul. I could take 2 of them if he was Sidra size. Well, go ahead.
Listen, when Shaq was in his absolute prime and 7'2" and super jacked up, this guy couldn't even fight Charles Barkley, who was already halfway to being a donut at that point. Like, he couldn't even beat Shaq. He couldn't even beat Charles Barkley in a fight when he was that size. So if we're gonna cut him down, divide him by 2, it's no problem, man. Listen, we would handle that, no problem.
All right, I wonder what the chat thinks. Who won that one?
All right, chat. Who won that?
I'm so sorry, Sidra. That was it. Or which side am I pointing? This side now. Mirror images.
Sidra has no ACL. Basketball players can't fight.
Exactly.
Where what, bro? Look at this.
Sidra, you gotta drive me there. Pick me up.
Yeah, exactly.
ACL left.
Honestly.
Wait, it never repaired? It was just removed. No one even repaired the ACL.
Yeah.
She tore one during this conversation.
Yo, honestly, learning that Sidra is Dewan Blair on this show has been really revolutionary.
I'm so sorry, Sidra. I apologize.
Thank you, Deary. The man that won that.
Exactly.
I'd rather fight 2 Sidra-sized Shaqs, I think. Thank you.
Yeah.
I vote for Sidra.
2 Sidra? How do you...
2 Sidra-sized Shaqs.
Bro, you can't. It's like 2 Oral. It's like 2 Oral Boykins. Like you could do that.
I don't know who won for Sidra.
So that is our show. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
All right, guys. So we'll put the polls up after the show. You guys can continue to vote for who do you think won each topic. Big thank you to Will and Yasmin for joining us today for this tag team. Hope you guys had a good time with us. Hope we didn't put you through too much. Hopefully, Sidra doesn't come and injure you guys after the show for what you said. But thank you for being on. Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug? Yasmin?
The podcast, of course. Yeah, we have like a Halloween Zoom party coming up on the 31st. And every episode is posted on Sunday and on Tuesdays. Every episode is posted on Monday morning, and on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. We have the live stream for basketballnews.com. So everyone be sure to check that out.
If you guys missed yesterday's, we had Al Kennedy on. It was me, Yasmin, and Nora. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be handing out coffee crisps virtually? Like, if it's
I hate coffee crisp.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow.
The highbrow, I
had to lie.
You were great at it. They believed you. So look at that reaction. That just means that you were great at this, and our argument probably won that. Dishes and Dimes, go follow it. Everybody go follow Dishes and Dimes. Check us out. Check out all of Yasmin's work. She writes check out the Neon Playbook. Check out her at Yahoo Sports Canada. Check her out at basketballnews.com.
Thank you.
She's everywhere, and she's one of my favorite writers. Will is also one of my favorite writers, but I feel like Will is, Raptors Twitter's favorite writer. So I'm not saying anything there, but check him out everywhere at Yahoo Sports Canada, and Used for slandering on podcasts.
Yeah, and thank you for all the people who watched today and actually stuck with us through. I know it was a longer episode, a special episode. We're going to try to do more of this, have more guests on if you guys enjoy this. Also, if you guys have topic ideas that you want to see us argue at our next show, please let us know. Please DM us. Please follow the page.
Clearly, the show needs new topics. All right. We're arguing Jeff versus
Stan. You saw what
Stan.
happened when they're left to their own devices. So
The summer is rough.
Jeff versus Stan.
I don't want to argue whether Bronny's still alive or not. Okay, guys, we don't need to argue this. Please give us topics.
Oh man,
is Bronny still alive? Find out next week. Oh, I should do like a true crime episode on Bronny still being alive or not. Check that out on Dishes and Dimes. Thank you guys so much. I don't want to take up more of your time. I feel like both of you guys are very busy people. So thank you guys so much. And
all right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, this was fun.